Okay, so on this page here, this is the last page. This is going to complete this exercise for today. You can see that there are 3 designs for 3 different toasters, okay? But you see that all these toasters are using the crating technique to complete them. Okay, so just here on the left hand side there are some warm-up sketches that you're asked to complete first of all. Okay, so each one of these designs here, or these items over here on the left, they're just there to help you, or just to get you started, just to warm up before you actually start into completing one of these toasters. Okay, so I'm just going to sketch the crate first really quickly, like so. Okay, so all nice and light. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use lines, keep these lines parallel to the main edges on the crate first of all. Okay, like so. And I can use that then to sketch in all these other edges that make up the completed drawing. Okay, so I'm just going to do this really quickly here. So there's a point here, that point comes down like that, and that one down here. You can see that edge. Okay, so these sketches are fairly self-explanatory, and guys, these are sketches that you should be able to complete fairly quickly. Okay, so remember, it's all about keeping lines parallel to the main lines or the main edges on the crate that you sketch initially. Alright, now we're not looking for perfect straight lines or anything like that. Okay, you can see that I'm feathering in a lot of these lines, or I'm going back over them, and that's fine. You will need to develop your own technique in sketching these objects. Alright, so we can do the same here with well, we'll go for this one. I'll just sketch one more. This one here has a curved surface. So again, starting off principal axis, and I'm drawing the crate first of all. Okay, like that. Okay, so get the crate drawn first. Alright, and so when I get the crate drawn, I can mark off these points, and I can add in additional lines along the crate to give me start and end points. Another line up here. Okay, so that gives me a point for the start of that curve. I'm going to sketch it in like that, and I can sketch in that curve over this side as well, like so. Okay, alright, and then when I get that done, it's just a matter of heavying in all the other relevant edges to get this drawing to stand out. Okay, so these are the main surfaces that I want to stand out. You can see here that they're highlighted in red. You can do that if you like, and I'm just happy enough to continue with the pencil. Okay, so it should be relatively quick. Shouldn't take too long to complete these sketches, just adding a little bit of shading there as well. Okay, if you want afterwards, as I said before, if you have a fine line marker, you can heavy in, if you like, the important edges of your sketch just to get it to stand out. And if you also wish, you can add in some shading like I discussed in a previous video. Okay, so guys, just really fast, quick sketches, and again, these sketches are going to help you complete your sketching exercises and your design process for your Leaving Cert project. Okay, now I want students to sketch all 3 toasters, 3 different designs. I'm just going to start off with this one here, I suppose. I'm just going to do one. So what I need to do is I need to sketch a crate first of all, and the crate that I sketch should be approximately equal to the overall height of the toaster. Okay, the width of the toaster should be the same as above, like that. Okay, and the depth along this edge here. So this crate has been sketched nice and light. Okay, joining that edge back there like that. There we are. Okay, so crate is completed first of all. Okay, now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to add in these 2 rectangular shapes here where the toast goes. So I'm going to divide it up. I can see here that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 5 equal spaces. So I'm just going to draw a line from this edge to the back edge. Complete lines, or space in the middle, and another line here. Okay guys, and these lines I've just sketched here, they're really light, but they're all parallel to each other. That's so important. Keep these lines parallel. And now we're just going to sketch in a line going from this edge at the front to the back here and about there somewhere as well. Okay, not just the start and the end point for those rectangular surfaces. Okay, I need to add in, so there's these little rectangular blocks at the end, those little stands. So I'm going to measure up a distance here, that vertical line. Okay, I'm going to ghost in a line here as well. Right, so I can see this square face. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to heavy in that. So that square face and that square face there. Okay. And now what I can do is I can heavy in the edge. Okay, so this bottom edge of the toaster, which is not the very bottom of the crate, it's up a small bit. Along the depth. Okay. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to work on this top surface. I'm going to heavy in the outer perimeter of the toaster itself, like so. So I'm just heavying in over lines that I had drawn already. And I'm going to add in these two rectangles now. It just indicates where the toast goes in the toaster. Okay, so I'm just really quickly rushing through this a little bit. Now you would see a little vertical edge here too. Okay, so we're just going to add that in. Just give it a bit of depth. Alright. A little lever here. Okay, so I'm going to draw in another rectangle. So I'm just going to ghost two vertical lines down like that. And I'm just going to determine the top and the bottom. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. So guys, this lever is sticking out here. So I want to make sure that this line coming out is parallel to these principal edges here. Okay, so this line coming out like so. There. Okay, and there. Alright. And we have a kind of little, sort of like a paddle on top. Like that, so it's kind of an oval shape, and we're going to give it some depth. Back in and back in there. Okay. So just to heavy that in as well. And you would see a little edge going in that way like that as well. Okay. So guys, what I would like you to do here is I want you to add in some of the techniques that we discussed earlier. So I'm just missing an edge here. I'm going to heavy that in first. Alright, we need to heavy in this edge here also. I want to hold it to the bottom. And our front leading edge there, important. Okay guys, so this toaster, I've chosen a lovely green colour for it. Okay, so I'm going to shade in just part of this toaster. I want it to look like the light is shining just in this area here. And I'm just going to transition from a dark green out into a light green like that. Okay, and just a little bit along this back edge too. So dark green transitioning into a light green as well. Okay.